What's up, guys? Welcome back. So we got a shadow motorbike poster from the Sonic 3 people. Thank you, Sonic 3 people. I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil, use an eraser for these. Hit pause for go too fast. And we're going to start with his head. Probably draw most of Shadow's body position first and then try and deal with the motorcycle. Now, mechanical objects are notoriously difficult to draw. So take your time with the motorbike. Hit pause a lot. So let's go. Boom, boom. Head is like here, and we're going to start with his big sort of frowning eyes, right? No other way to go. So you just do like a big tick. Kind of curves down the back, okay? You do the same thing on the other side. They don't have to be exactly the same, but more or less same height. Either end is good. So his big white eye comes around then, up like so. Then the other side, same thing again. Right. And he does have those like red sort of spikes on the corners of his eyes, and he's like a hairy character in the movie, so you could do it sketchy and kind of hairy if you wanted. You don't have to. You could do it just straight like the sort of video game version, if that's easier. And we might have like some more sort of frown hatching lines and stuff just in the middle. Red eyes, very thin ellipses, skinny circles. And then the pupil. There. Same on this side. Try and make pupils same size, or it looks weird. Okay. So I guess we got that shape around his mouth, right? So it's kind of hairy in the corners here. You know, the sort of pale fur that just curves around what you would call his chin, even though there's no difference between the jaw and the chin. It's just this curved space. And then we got like the black fur there. And then his triangular like nose. Around there. And then his mouth. Kind of angry looking. Maybe some like wrinkles just show a bit of aggression on the face. So his ears just above these red spaces, just little sort of hairy spikes sticking up. This one's kind of flatter down because he's like leaning over, I think. Right, and then we got the inside, I already said indoor, inside triangle with some hair coming up the middle. It's like the pale peach or a darker black. It's up to you. Seeing it colored different ways. And just some like hairlines and stuff. Textures coming down the side here. Now, spikes, right? So the biggest spike in the middle starts at this ear. And you can do like, you can draw in like the individual hair spikes if that's your jam, but we'll simplify things a bit. Okay. And then he has that red triangle. Just coming down here. Now there's a red glow on this side of his face, so it's not quite clear where the red stops and starts. But I'm assuming it's there. And then spike, 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 spike. So yeah, so we'll go. Where does that go? Go this way. I think this like joins his face a little bit. Another spike just sticking out here. This one just goes in to his jaw. And then over this side. Another little spike up this side. And then we gotta add the red spaces on this. We colored all red in here. Red on this side. And in here. Textures if you want. And that's his tail, or is that a spike? Coming out of his back. I think it's a spike. We just get his chest sort of in here first, and his arm just flowing down this way. Very smooth sort of fur on this part of his body. It looks like he's those big shoes there. I think there's another spike here. Could be wrong. This is like his furry body here. And then he seems to have a tail or something there. And then his knee will come out and go around this way. He's got like some white fur up here. Where's the red on his arm? I think there's red here. I don't know if there's red in his arm. There's a red glow. Might be his arm. The glove starts here. And he's like grabbing the ground, so he's like digging in. Right, and then we have the gold rings. Okay. Try get this hand and then deal with his big old foot. So I guess a thumb. So we'll go. It's dug into the ground, so I can't. But you know, we'll draw it sort of like he's just hand on the ground. Thumb, 2, 3, 4. So then this one. And then little finger. Sort of glove lines coming down the side of the fingers here. Like cracks and stuff in the ground. And Right, so big boots, big shoes on him, and we can only see one, right? It's here underneath his tail. So let's try and make this easier now, because it's not easy. So this curves this way, and then he has golden rings on this as well. Curving around like so. Right, this big boot. So methinks goes this way. And kind of steps up to his tail here, in, down, across. And he's got like, you know, very heavy grips. So it's like the walls of a castle, you know, the sort of square sort of walls. And then that's his like heel. And it has like extra sort of lines and stuff on it here. Okay. And then, so there's like a black and white top part, which is more of a straightforward boot shape. So it curves around like this. But he has grips all here and around the front as well. We get more grip lines down here too. Okay, and then there's like some stitching lines and stuff, different sections on this boot part as well. Okay, like so, because that boot is just like sitting on the motorbike. Now, so we can see a bit of his other glove and hand up here, so we can see like the red and black part, and then the gold ring. That's around the edge of his glove, and that's holding on to a motorcycle handle, so it goes kind of in behind that visor part. And then there's like a thumb in here. Behind there, so it's not visible. Okay, so I'll just leave that like that maybe. Okay, now that's shadow. So the tricky part is like getting all the components of the motorcycle, so I'll simplify this as best I can. So there's like red lines, different sort of, so it's like tail lights and stuff. Okay. So, okay. So say like at the back, there's like a wheel here and a wheel at the front, and then like handles, and like the body. I'll get the main lines of the body of the bicycle, right? Bicycle, motorcycle. I think that's a headlight. Okay, so we're go over here, right? We'll just do this. And then this comes towards his hand. There. Okay, and then this curves around here, goes up to his hand. This is like this, the front glass part. Goes up quite high towards the glove. There, down this way. Back there. And then he's got like a wing mirror. But we'll just sweep this down here. And then the visor, the glass separation is like there. And we're just gonna like start building up. So there's like a headlight or something here. And then like, so his handle's all in there. And like I think red circles, handle going that way. So it's like a handlebar here. So say coming down, so there's a handlebar, like he's holding onto a handlebar here. And there's like all these circles and stuff on the dashboard, like red lights that like go in underneath the glass. He's got these kind of triangular parts. Making sort of edge lines and stuff, so all this. And a handlebar going this way, right? So basically, we'll go for like something simple. We'll go for like a pipe, right? Just coming out of here. And we'll give it like a grip section. So something like that, slightly thicker. You know, so like something like another sort of handle sort of section, right? That's what they usually look like. And then there's all these sort of circles and pipes and stuff on them, okay? Right, and then there's all these different sort of sections in here, right? So we'll go like a wing mirror. Just sort of hanging out in here, connected. And then another sort of this going that way. Underneath the handlebar, swiping underneath there. And then another line this way, and down. Like sort of different sort of holes with shadows in them and all that. Like a big one here. Maybe fuel tank or something there. And like metal things usually have these sort of edge lines to them just to make them look a bit 3D. Right, and then I think the seat is just sort of hanging out in here. And then there's like a red stripe or something coming across here. So this would be like colored red there. And there's like another red stripe or spike or something here. That's shiny. And then there's a wing mirror. coming out the other side. And I guess we have to add sort of more handlebars in there. And that's the seat, but the seat sort of like maybe joins the front of the bike a little bit, sort of like that. And there might be like a line going back that way. Another thing in there. And there's like black shadows in certain areas, like so like black in there. So that's like the main body. And there's like way more detail sort of in certain places, but we can't do it all really. So the seat sweeps back under here and out, right? So the back of the seat would be like this. And then it has this sort of spiky area back here. Comes down into there. And then there's like an inside line. Edges. Like so. I think there may be like a red line on this as well, but I'm not entirely sure. And then another piece of metal or plastic coming down that way. And then he's got like tail lights sticking out here. They're sort of attached to some sort of pipe. Kind of there. And then sticking out the other side. They kind of glow red. Now, 2 wheels. Now this can be challenging. So, start with the front wheel. So it's got like a mud guard on it, on the front, not on the back. I guess the seat would be the mud guard in the back. So, it goes down here, up, underneath. Maybe a bit of a gap in it. And then the wheel itself, right? So curving around, it's kind of on its side, right? So it's not like a perfect circle. It's kind of an ellipse sort of a shape. So it's kind of like skinny, turned on its side. Sort of disappearing up under here. Right, and then we have like an inside section to it. And the bottom is going to be skinnier because it's kind of turned away from us. We've got some perspective going on. And then there's like edge. And some more inside. It's sort of like sparks and skid marks all going that way. Kind of like lots of fire and stuff, but that would be done with color. So like as much sort of debris lines and stuff as you want, really. Okay, and then the other wheel. So this one's kind of bigger. It looks like the back one's bigger than the front one to a certain degree. So I think there's like a piece of metal here as well that goes onto the tire, and then the tire curves. Yeah, and it goes here and kind of disappears underneath this. Okay, and then inside. We'll go around here again. We'll go around an edge here. The top of the tire kind of goes that way. And then there's some stuff inside on this. So like another circle. With kind of some clips or something coming around it, like it's like a hinge attached. And again, sort of very wide sparks and burning rubber sort of lines, smoke and everything. Debris, lots of that. So you can add more detail to these bike wheels if you'd like. It's not mandatory, but I just wanted to do it a bit simpler. And I think I managed that. So like the body of the bike there. Right, and then add a bit of color. And like some of these bikes are like pure black. These holes sort of are pure black inside for like empty space inside the bike. But that's it. Shadow on his motorcycle. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. Complicated, I know. See you in the next one. Bye.